Hello everyone, this is Andrew Boughton from andrewboughton.com. Today I'm talking about concession trading, and you can find more information on my blog. Concession trading, for me, is really no man's land, and I'll explain why in a second. It is the most common form of negotiation when it comes to commercial transactions, and typically they're the type of transactions where they're fairly complex. You're dealing with your suppliers or customers over time, so there are regular negotiations involved. And you've developed a bit of a relationship. And they go something like this. If you can increase the volume of your order, then I will give you a better price. If you can take distribution on this date, well, then I will give you an additional discount. If you can pick up some of these supply chain issues, well, then we can roll that back into the price. There's a trend where everything is traded against price or cost or boiled down to some margin. You actually hear some people say, just give me the net, net, net. Those are the hallmarks of a concession trading type of negotiation. Now, they're no man's land because they're really stuck between distributive negotiations, and they take on a lot of characteristics of hard bargaining, where it's a one-off transaction, it's only about price. Yet they've got all of the relationship trust characteristics of a win-win style of negotiation where you're actually collaborating with your partner. Now, the problem is instinctual. Because negotiation is about conflict, typically we are a bit defensive, somewhat closed off, a little weary about sharing too much information because we're afraid that the other side may take advantage of that information and exploit it in the negotiation. So we're sort of stuck between the two. So instead of in a collaboration where you're able to find creative solutions and trade-offs that grow value for both sides, you're left with the characteristics more of a distributive negotiation where you're just distributing that value amongst the sides across a spectrum of variables. And that's really the difference, is that you've got some of the characteristics of the relationship, although you haven't fully developed it, so that there's not enough trust and openness so that you can explore the areas where you can collaborate. So for more information on concession trading as well as other styles of negotiation, do visit my blog at andrewboughton.com.